Bill and Jennifer are with us. Hey, guys, how are you?
Better than we deserve.
Good, good. Where do you live?
Fort Worth, Texas.
Welcome to Nashville. Good to have you.
Good to be here.
And you got your debt-free T-shirts on.
Yes, we do.
Change the family tree.
Yes, sir.
Very well done. A whole theme going. I love it. Very cool. How much of debt have you guys paid off?
We paid off $155,700 in 6 very hard-fought years.
Wow.
But in this year alone, we paid off the last $32,000 so that we could go to Hawaii and pay in cash and be debt-free. First class.
I love it.
It's for our 20th anniversary.
That'll work.
Yeah.
So when do you head to Hawaii?
Oh, we've been and come back.
Oh, already done it. Okay, excellent.
Completely cash flowed.
Average household income through that 6 years or the range?
We started at around 110, and we're going to top 200 this year.
Excellent. What do you guys do for a living?
I'm an engineer, and she's a psychologist.
Oh, fun. Very good. Good for you guys. So what kind of debt was this $156,000?
126 of it was my graduate student loans, and I got diabetes, and we bought a brand new car when I graduated and started making lots of bad choices about cars, and so it was pretty much student loan and car debt.
Okay. So tell me the story. What happened 6 years ago, and what happened during this 6 years?
You know, it really started a little bit further back than that even, but our church was doing a Bible study, and they challenged us to write out all the debts that we had, and it totaled just under $200,000. And all of a sudden, I couldn't breathe. And I was pregnant with our middle son, and we knew we needed to do something, but they really didn't give us a plan for what to do. And so we just kind of wandered around for a while, paying a little bit of debt here and there. And then I found your book and fell in love with your dry, sarcastic humor that fits me very well. And I came home and told Bill, I said, we need to follow this guy. He knows what he's talking about. And Bill said, yeah, you do whatever you want. It's okay. But he really wasn't on board.
Yeah.
Probably about a year later, our church was doing FPU, and I said, we're going to go. And that second lesson where you talk about getting out of debt, it hooked us. And we really paid off a lot of debt during that class. And then the last week, we found out we were pregnant with this guy.
Yeah.
Which means we put everything on hold, and we had lots of medical problems that year. And he had our middle son had an unexpected surgery that year. So we were able to cash flow everything, but we made no progress. By the time we got through with that year, we were really off target and had lost our focus, and somehow rationalized buying a brand new pickup truck on payments. And
so we start again.
Yeah, we start again. It took us probably about a year and a half to say, you know what, we got off track somewhere, and we failed FPU. Let's take it again. So thank you for the lifetime membership. We've gone through a couple times now.
Good.
But so we went back through, and the third week, I looked at Bill and said, we got to sell your truck.
And I thought she was crazy because we live in Texas. I have to have a truck.
It's federal law.
I know, right?
But we actually talked to our FPU advisors, and we laid out everything we had in front of us, finance-wise, and they unanimously advised us that we should get rid of the truck. And I now have a 20-year-old car that we pay cash for.
There you go.
It's a BMW, but still it's 20 years old.
Yeah.
That's cool. Very cool. Good.
Yep.
Good. Well, and of course now you're out of debt. You make $200,000 a year. You'll be able to save up and get a truck.
And we have started the replacement car fund.
Yeah, absolutely. Very
That
good.
we plan to pay cash for.
Yeah, absolutely.
So really what you're saying is a lot of life happened, and you started and stopped a couple of times, and took a step back a few times, like Mother May I penalty steps almost. And
there was a lot of times we would listen to the debt-free screams, and I would get discouraged because, you know, we hadn't had this seamless, perfect journey. You know, we started and stopped and started and stopped, but we were still making progress. We kept at it and we kept doing it. And at the end of the day, here we are. And
that's it.
It's a great feeling.
You make the trip. I mean, you know, sometimes you go around the barn to get there, but you make the trip. That's the big thing. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And, you know, what that story is what's called real. That really happened. I mean, it's not a perfect Ken and Barbie routine, you know.
Right.
So good news. It's good news that you made it.
One of the things that really is inspiring to me is when you talk about changing your family tree, because I'm a product of 4 generations of debt, of bankruptcies, of repossessions, of foreclosures, of doing everything wrong. And I was brought up believing that you're always going to have a car payment, that student loans are smart money because the interest is low, and so take your money and invest it somewhere else. My dad still thinks we're very foolish for paying my student loans off early because we could invest that money and make more interest. but we finally feel like we've got some peace and we've got some control.
Very cool. You have changed your family tree.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
really
and
have.
we know that because our kids, they work, they do chores, they save their money, they cruise the deals online, and they're saving their little pennies for Legos and games and things like that, and searching on eBay and how can we save money, and can we, in fact, this summer they are my janitorial staff at my office complex.
love it.
So yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So, Bill, what do you tell people the key to getting out of debt is?
Just to keep persistent with it, even though you may step back, to keep focused on it, to keep the end goal and thing. And we had our 20th anniversary coming up, and so that was a time stamp for us to go for and to go for that. And I told my wife, even if it takes longer than that, we are still going to get there.
Yeah.
And we did. And we were able to go, like I said, on an anniversary,
I love it.
debt-free, which is great.
It was a great trip.
That's fabulous. I love it. Well, Hawaii's no slouch, that's
Yeah.
for sure. Well done. Good job, you guys. Now, what are the kids' names and ages?
So we have Lexi, who's 10, and Benjamin, who's 8, and then Nikolai is 5.
Very good. And have they been practicing since Fort Worth?
We have been practicing for probably 6 months.
All right. So they can do a debt-free scream.
We're
then.
going to try to break your microphone.
Good, good. Because I don't like wimpy debt-free screams.
We vote on them at home when we hear them on the radio. Like, in the Olympics,
Yeah, you give them a 9,
Yeah.
a 9-9. The Russian judge gives them a 6. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, that's good. All right, count it down. Here we go. Bill, Jennifer, Lexi, Ben, and Nikki Nikolai. I'm sorry.
All right.
$156,000 paid off in 6 years, making $110 to $200 a year. Count it down. Let's hear it.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Praise Jesus.
I love it. Well, you didn't break the microphones, but you did overmodulate them. Well done. I love it. That's perfect, you guys. Love it, love it, love it. Well, after 6 years, you deserve to yell. That's how it works.